Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering what is internet working, what is fragmentation, tunneling, and quality of services. I will explain all these topics in detail. Guys, I have uploaded complete computer network subject tutorials. I'll provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. At first, I'll explain what is internet working. Internet working means connecting two or more different networks to make them work as one big network. It allows communication between computers on different networks, even if they use different technologies. Internet working is done using devices like routers, gateways, switches, and hubs. This is structure of internet working. For example, one software company has different branches in different locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these are various software company branches in different locations, and all these are connected through various routers. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. All these are various routers. All these branches are connected to each other through routers. This structure of internet working. Different networks are connected to each other either by using routers or gateways or switches or hubs. And internet network routing means sending data from one network to another network through various routers. This is meaning of internet working routing. Next I will explain why internet working is needed. For example, one software company branch is in Hyderabad and next software company branch is in Delhi. If two branches want to communicate each other, then we need internet working. So we need internet working in order to connect the networks from different locations. Different networks like local area network, wide area network, metropolitan area network, all can communicate to each other through internet working. Through internet working, we can send data and resources to different departments, different branches, and even different countries. That is why we need internet working. Next I will explain various types of internet working scenarios. And the first one is LAN to LAN internet working. Guys, in LAN to LAN internet working, two local area networks are connected to each other. This is example. In city, there are two college buildings. Two buildings are side by side and they are connected to each other through router. This is example of LAN to LAN internet working. And next one is WAN to WAN internet working. Here two wide area networks are connected to each other. I'll give one example. For example, one bank is in one city and next bank is in other city. Both offices are connected to each other through laser line. Laser line is nothing but cable. This is example of WAN to WAN local area network. And third one is LAN to WAN internet working. Here, local area network is connected to wide area network. I'll give one example. For example, if you consider college building is considered as local area network. And all the computers in your college is connected to internet. So internet is WAN, that is wide area network. So college building connected to internet. This is example of LAN to WAN internet working. And fourth one is LAN to WAN to LAN internet working. Here, two local area networks are connected to one wide area network. I'll give one example. For example, there is a software company. That software company has 4 branches. One branch is in UK, next branch is in India, next branch is in US, and next branch in London, and main branch in Australia. All these branches are connected to main office through internet. This is example of LAN to WAN to LAN connection. All these are various internet working scenarios. Thus, normally, in order to connect to different networks, these are various devices we use. And the first one is routers, and next one is gateway, and next one is switch, and next one is hub. We use routers in order to transfer data, and gateway will connect to different networks using protocols. And if many devices are in same network, all these devices are connected to each other through switch. And hub is used in old LANs in order to connect to multiple computers. These are various devices that we use in internet working. Next I will explain what is fragmentation. Fragmentation in computer networks mean breaking a large data packet into smaller pieces, so it can pass through a network that has smaller size limit. Yes, I will give one example. Yes, for example, I am sender who is in India and my friend is in UK. I want to send some data packet like, hi, how are you? For example, the data packet size is 3000 bytes. But whatever the network I am using, that network can handle maximum size of 1000 bytes. So what I will do is, I will break my 3000 bytes data into 3 parts, known as 3 fragments. Each fragment contains 1000 bytes. Whenever data is reached to receiver router, in receiver router, again data is arranged in order, so receiver can read the data. MTU means maximum transmission unit. If data packet is larger than MTU, then our data must be divided into smaller packets. We call this process as fragmentation. Yes, fragmentation is classified into 2 types. One is transparent fragmentation and next one is non-transparent fragmentation. Before data reaches to destination computer in network, in middle of data transmission, all packets are reassembled in order before reaching to destination. So whenever receiver receives data, as all packets are arranged in order, receiver can read original message. And next one is non-transparent. In non-transparent, data packets are not reassembled in order in middle of network. Whenever receiver would receive data packets, then receiver need to rearrange the data packets in order. I will explain what is tunneling. Tunneling is a process used in computer networks to send data from one network to other network by placing packets inside other packet. This helps in sending data securely between different types of networks. So it acts like tunnel that carries original data through different networks. Guys, I will give one example. This is example. For example, sender want to send IPv6 data, but my network is IPv4. So IPv4 cannot handle IPv6 data. So now this IPv6 data is placed inside IPv4 data. So outside part is IPv4, but inside data is IPv6. We call this process as tunneling. As now our packet is IPv4, data will be successfully reached to receiver. So whenever receiver receives data, receiver will remove top IPv4 and then receiver will read IPv6 data. These are various uses of tunneling. And the first one is VPN, that is virtual private network. As we are placing one packet inside other packet, data will be transferred securely. So tunneling acts as private network. And second one is IPv6 over IPv4. We can send IPv6 data through IPv4 network using tunneling. And two different LANs can communicate to each other through tunneling by using internet. These are various protocols we use in tunneling. And the first one is GRE. We use GRE for simple tunneling. And IPsec, that is IP security, for securely tunneling data. And L2TP, we can use this protocol along with IPsec protocol for security. And next one is 6in4. If you want to send IPv6 data over IPv4 network, then we can use this protocol, that is 6in4 protocol. These are common protocols we use in tunneling. Next I will explain what are quality of services. Quality of services are techniques used in computer networks to control and manage network traffic. Quality of service will give better service to important data like voice, video and online calls. So quality of service can reduce delay, that is nothing but data will be transferred very fast to receiver and there is no packet loss and there is no jitter in network. These are techniques used in quality of services. And first one is classification. Guys, we need to classify our data like separating voice calls, video files, audio files, etc. And second one is queuing. Queuing is nothing but arranging data based on priority. For example, let us say there are so many people sending data. The data contains voice calls, video calls, important files, etc. Then at first we need to place important files in queue and then voice calls and then videos. So we need to arrange data based on priority. This is meaning of queuing. And next one is scheduling. Scheduling is nothing but sending highest priority data first. For example, if there is any important data in network, then the data need to be transferred first. And fourth one is traffic shaping. Traffic shaping means controlling the speed of data flow. Like how much speed receiver can receive data, only in that speed sender need to send data. This is meaning of traffic shaping. And fifth one is resource reservation. Guys, for example, there are so many routers in network, but we must not use all routers. So we need to keep some routers aside for future use. Okay, these are various attributes used to describe data flow and quality of services. And first one is bandwidth. Guys, bandwidth means how much amount of data that can be sent in a second. Generally, bandwidth is measured in terms of Mbps. That is, how much MB of data that can be transferred per second. If you are sending video files, it will occupy more Mbps. And whereas if you are transferring text files, which will consume less MB per second, that is nothing but less bandwidth. And second one is delay. We also call delay as latency. How much amount of time required in order to transfer data from sender to receiver. Generally, there is less delay for real-time applications like voice calls and video calls. And third one is jitter. The jitter means difference in arrival time of data packet. Because for example, if we send any data, receiver need to get the data very fast. So low jitter means data will reach to receiver smoothly, and high jitter means data will reach to receiver very slow. And fourth one is packet loss. Guys, whenever sender transfer any data packet, due to some disturbance in network, that packet may be lost. So packet loss will decrease quality of service. And fifth, throughput. Throughput means how much amount of data received by receiver in given time. We call it as throughput. Throughput depends on bandwidth, network condition, and congestion. Congestion means traffic. And sixth one is reliability. Reliability means how much amount of data received to receiver without any errors. That is nothing but how much correct data received to receiver. Thus, reliability is very important, mainly for online banking and file transfer, as they need to reach to receiver without any errors.